In this video, I'm going to be showing you in detail how you can make use of Midjourney to create awesome images, right? To get started without any further ado, the first thing you need to do is to set the settings on your Midjourney bot, right? By default, there are some settings that you need to change in order to get the best results from your prompts. To change the settings of the Midjourney bot, all you need to do is to type /settings. Then it's going to bring up the settings. Then it's going to bring up a dialog of settings where you can set the Midjourney bot outputs, right? By default, you should have Midjourney version 3 selected. Ensure that it is selected at Midjourney version 4, right? And also ensure you have base quality selected. Ensure you have style mode selected. Ensure you have regular upscale selected. Also the public mode, remix mode, and the fast mode. Ensure you have all of these selected as yours too, right? So these are the basic settings you need to make in order to get the best results out of Midjourney, right? So I'm going to go directly now to creating some images and showing you some unique things you can do with Midjourney, right? Like I already mentioned, to create a new image with Midjourney, you type the /imagine keyword. Then it asks you for a prompt where you want to type in what you want to create, and basically this is where you put in, describe in this text what you want it to create for you, right? So for me, I'm going to ask here a lion standing at the beach. A lion standing at the beach. A lion standing at the beach with waves crashing at the background. Now, one thing you need to understand also is that you can also set the size of the image you want it to create for you, right? So if I want something that is in a landscape mode, I would set the aspect ratio to something like 3:2, right? Then that means it's going to be longer than it is taller, right? So to set aspect ratio of an image, the size of an image, all you have to do is to type, after typing what you wanted to create, you type dash aspect ratio AR, then the ratio 3:2, right? So you type dash AR 3:2. That means it's going to create an image of landscape mode. That is, it is wider than it is tall, right? So when you're done, you click on the send button to get it processed for you. You wait for a bit for it to get to process. It takes usually less than 60 seconds for you to come up with an image, right? So while it's doing that, you will see the percentage completion on the top of the message, and you can see that it is rendering the image. Also, you can see the aspect ratio I asked it to create is more landscape mode, right? So it's alright, so this is what Midjourney created for us, right? Out of what I asked it to create, this is perfect, right? This is excellent. So as you can see, the aspect ratio is landscape, right? Because I add dash AR 3:2. If I want it to be more square, I don't need to type in the aspect ratio. By default, you can see from my previous works, the image is by default square in shape, right? That is, the height and the length is equal, right? So you can specify the length and the breadth of the image you want to create, right? So by default, Midjourney presents you with 4 different options of what you ask it to create, right? So for me, I would choose from this, right? So like I already said in the previous videos that U1, U2, U3, U4 it stands for the image starting from the top left, which is 1, the top right, which is 2, the bottom left, which is 3, and the bottom right, which is the 4th image, right? So U1 means upscale the first image, U2 means upscale the second image, U3 means upscale the third image. Also, U4 means upscale the 4th image. Upscale means that it's going to present you with that image alone, where you have the option to save it on your device, right? So you can see this little recycle button here. It means that probably the image it created for you from the first run, you don't like it, right? So you can click on this button here to redo, so it can create more options for you, right? So below that we have the V1, V2, and V3 and V4 buttons here. As you can see, what they stand for is variations, right? So if you like the first image and you want different variations of it, you click on V1. Same is true for V2, V3, and V4, right? So for me, I would want the first image, so I click on to upscale the first image. So it's going to take a while also for it to process, and it's going to present me with the image. All right, it has upscaled the first image, and as you can see, this is the full image, right? So I can click on it now to view it properly, and then if I long press on it, I would see the option of opening browser. It is going to open the particular image on your browser, so you can view it properly. Now from here I can save it. I will just long press on the image. I'll click and hold on the image for the options to come up. Then I'll click on download image. Now this image is going to be downloaded on my device. I'll click to go back. Now you still have options in case you still don't like this image. You can still make variations of it. You can still upscale it, and you still have other options you can do, right? So this is basically how you create images using Midjourney. There are a couple of keywords I want to show you that you can use to generate specific images, right? So this particular one, the first one is called synthwave. It's called synthwave, right? So if you want to create an image in a particular style, let me just go ahead to create an image. For instance, with the keyword, let me create an image with the keyword synthwave to see what it brings up. So I'll type imagine, a wolf in the woods, in the woods, staring at the camera. Now at the end I add synthwave to it in order to create the image at a particular style, which is called synthwave. So when I'm done, I send it. So as you can see, it created an image using this style, synthwave. Right, so if you want to create an image in this style and this kind of combination of colors, you use the keyword synthwave, right? As you can see, it looks beautiful, right? So I can go ahead to upscale the 4th one to save it on my device, and so that's one of the keywords you can use. I'm going to use the same ask it to create the same image but in a different style. This time around I'll ask you to create a retro wave image. Retro wave. Alright, so this is what it created with the retro wave keyword, right? So if you want to add a little bit of yellow, pink, orange into your image, you add the keyword retro wave into your prompt. Another important and very useful keyword is the phantasmal indecent. Phantasmal iridescent is another keyword you can use, and it's very useful. It comes in handy when you want to create stylish images, right? So let me create the same image again with this. So when I'm done, I click on send to see what it generates for me. Alright, this is what it created for me out of using Phantasmal iridescent. As you can see, the image is more sharper and colorful. You can go ahead to create all kinds of images with this. You can also use other keywords such as the watercolor sketch, diagrammatic drawing. We have the avatar, and then we can blend images too. So I'm going to show you how you can create an AI avatar from an image you already have, like an image of someone. You can create an avatar from it, right? You can bring it, you can ask Midjourney to use a specific image in creating a particular image, right? So what I'm going to do now is to bring an image into Midjourney chat so that I can use it, right? So I'm going to click on the plus button there. So I add in that image and I send it. When you are using when you want to use an image to create another image inside Midjourney, when you want to use a custom image to create another image in Midjourney, all you need is just the link of that image, right? So the reason why I'm uploading it to the chat with Midjourney is because I want Midjourney to create a link for me so that I can copy and paste in the /imagine keyword, so that I can copy and paste it in the imagine prompt. So I long press on it. So if you long press on this image, it's going to bring up an option where you can copy link, copy media link, right? So just copy the link. Now all I have to do now is to use that link and ask Midjourney to create a particular image for me from it. So all you just need to do is paste the link, then at the end, after a space, you type AI portrait. And then when you're done, you click on send it. Alright, so this is what I got from the output of the image Midjourney created for me. You can upload more clearer images to get best results at this, right? I can still go ahead to customize the styles that I wanted to create for me. I can add for instance Phantasmal iridescent at the end to create that style. Just paste the link again, and then AI portrait. Phantasmal iridescent at the end to create that particular style. Alright, so this is what it created out of that. I kind of like this a little bit more than the previous ones, and so you can play around with these keywords. The Phantasmal iridescent is one of the ones I use most frequently to create colorful and elegant images, right? So I'll go ahead to upscale the second and first, right? So this is how you create images, right? From custom images, right? You create images by uploading the images to Midjourney, then copy the link and then paste it in the /imagine keyword prompt. Now specify what you wanted to do specifically with these images, right? So next I'm going to be showing you how you can combine two different images, right? So I had done this earlier, right? All I had to do is to upload the image of a lion and also upload the image of a bear, right? So I want to create an image that combines these two together, right? So all I have to do is to first, like I said, you upload the images by clicking on this plus button, select it from your gallery, you select it from your gallery, then once it's uploaded, you click on it, you long click on it, copy the link, then now you type /imagine. All you need to do in order to combine two different images is to copy the links of those images, right? So I've uploaded this, right? So I would copy the link and then paste it here. Copy media link, then paste it, then give a space and then copy the link of the next image you want to combine, then paste it also, or separate it. Ensure you separate it with a space, a white space, right? So when I'm done, I'll click on send to see what it generates for me. It's processing the images and it's going to soon come up with something unique. This is what it created for me. This is what it came up with for me by combining the image of a bear and a lion. I had tried this earlier and this is what it came up with, right? So it shows that rather it doesn't create the same images, even if the prompt you typed in was similar. It doesn't actually create the same images. All images it creates is very unique, right? So that's how you combine two images together. First of all, you upload the images, copy the links, paste them side by side, and then you send. Right, there you go. This is how you create unique images from Midjourney, right? So I'll be applying some of the things I've taught in this video in the subsequent videos, right? So we'll be using all these tips and tricks to create images that you can sell and also create images that you can use for other things too, right?